All right, in this video, I'm going to go over and review video editing software. Okay, so video editing software. And I'm going to show you from, essentially most basics and all the way up. And what I'm doing is I'm showing you ones that I've used, and I've used quite a lot. And so my video editing skills is probably at par on the line of could be professional. Okay. There's no doubt in my mind that, if I could be able to sit for 8 hours straight, I could do a Hollywood production. There's no doubt. So I taught myself, and I did that by, learning the hardest software out there before I, decided that I needed more volume, versus so quantity over quality. So let's start from the bottom. And the first one that I want to tell you about is that if you have a MacBook, this is where I started. I literally started with iMovie myself. I bought a MacBook, and it's free. So it's free on there. And what you do is you come in here. It's pretty simple. They have, all of the, like this. You can see, look at this, create a trailer, and literally you can just pick one of these, which is one of the first things I did for a client. Is I just went in there and I just picked one, and then all you got to do is put in just small clips of videos. That's all it is, and you'll kick out something like super professional, very quick, very fast, and it's super easy to do stuff like this. Okay, so it's you come in here and you just literally drop in. See this thing right here? You just drop in a video, and then you just slice it in. So it's super easy. So I would tell you that would be the way to go. It's very kind of limited. Okay, very limited. And of course, we have to get blocked up here, right? Give me a moment. Let me see if I can just do this real quick. There we go. We'll get rid of that real fast. Okay. So iMovie, that's number one. If you want to progress from iMovie, I would highly recommend Final Cut Pro. Okay. So this is where you want to go. Final Cut Pro is, in my opinion, and again, I've used them all, and I'm going to go through all of them in just a minute. You can make super massive, awesome videos, and you can do it very easily. Okay. And I'm going to show you the easily stuff of this. Okay. As you get into this realm right here, Final Cut Pro, it kind of competes against your Adobe Premiere Pro. Okay. By all means, don't go and use Premiere Pro. Like ridiculous. It's definitely one of the hardest to learn when you're first getting started. Don't go and do it. Premiere Pro is difficult. And after you learn a little bit about Premiere Pro, the one that you'll do after this, which is like the top of the charts, is called After Effects, right? So this is like the top, and this is how I actually make all of these motion graphics and all this different stuff. Super difficult, very high learning curve. You literally would need to spend like a couple of weeks inside of like a training course to learn this stuff. And even like Premiere Pro is still difficult. Okay. But if you want a super powerful tool, like the powerful ever, Final Cut Pro. Okay. And I'm going to review two more, and then I want to come back and just give you some tips and tricks on how I do this stuff, so quick. So the one that I'm currently using right now is called Camtasia, and we'll do a demo of this in just a minute. But Camtasia, highly recommend. And you do have to pay $233 for it, but basically it's a one-time shot. You don't have to worry about keep like upgrading it. And that's what that is. And then the one for Mac only, like Camtasia, like they say, is for the PC, but it works on Mac. I use it on my Mac. But the one here, this is ScreenFlow. I am actually going to be purchasing ScreenFlow to give it a whirl. I mean, I own Camtasia. I'm not applying the upgrades. I don't need to buy the upgrades. What I do is good enough. but I do want to try this out. And one of the reasons for trying this out is this right here, this iOS recording. So I can record from my iPhone, and, I want to do a little bit more, stuff on the iPhone, but we'll see. Anyways, I'm going to try it out. It's just how I am. So they're one-time shots. And then on this one, the pricing, let me just see right here, $169, right? So $169. I'm probably going to buy the upgrade to get the stock media library stuff, because it is important when you're cutting up videos to have a little bit of background music. They're saying that they have video, but they do have the audio, and they're saying images too. So that's really cool. All right. So let's hop in and just do a basic overview. And this kind of like basic video editing lesson that I'm going to do real quickly. Once you understand this kind of like the core competency of video editing, it pretty much applies with all the editors. Okay, all the editors. So that's why I would really say that if you're going to do this, I would go to the Camtasia. It's easy. So that's what we're going to do right now. And what I want you to understand before I hop in here, if you know anything of me about websites, is I talk about rectangles on top of rectangles, right? So that's all really video editing is. It's just like blocks on top of blocks. We could say rectangles because they're all rectangles, but you'll see it's just blocks on top of blocks. All right. So let's go over here, and I'll just kind of show you a little demo of it real quickly. And we should be all set up over here. Okay, so I'll put this full screen. And what we got here is, this is like your basic Camtasia. Okay, this is your basic Camtasia. You come in here. For those of you that, like, again, this is a super fast solution to pump out content. I can't more highly recommend this. And so one of the reasons, right off the bat, is this right here. You can record your screen, right? So you can record your screen. Let me go and open up a window so that I can, whoa, there we go. We're going to show you about that video that I made yesterday. If those of you that are in my Facebook group, and if you're not, you should find a link somewhere and join it, because I'm just dropping massive content lately in here for free. All right. What I want to do is I just want to open up a window real quickly. And so we'll have a window to work with. And let's go to my famous website here, right? So right over here, what I want to do is, let's just say that we were doing a recording. And so now real quickly, what you can do with Camtasia is you can record to have presets, but I just used region like this. And you can just outline your region like this. You just go like that. And so that gets you your custom region. And then if you want to add your face, which we're going to do this too, okay, we're going to add our face. Real easy to select, which camera. I have two cameras. I have the MacBook camera, and then that's my actual camera. So you've probably seen dual me now. Microphone. We definitely want to make sure the microphone's on. I've recorded before and haven't had a microphone. I've got a couple of different microphones. I'm going to record with the actually Yeti. I have a Yeti right in front of me. So that'll give better quality. And that's it. This is all you got to do. And so, literally, if you guys are going to, record training videos or stuff like that, you come in here. So start recording. So we'll go. Ready? Kicking on. I'll pull this down here so you can kind of see it. Okay. Hey, everybody. So this is a website. This is how you do this. This is how you highlight. This is all this different stuff. Checking this out, right? So this is where we would be teaching people stuff to do, all that different stuff. Let me go ahead and pause my voice for a couple of things here. So remember, this little video is coming from, Zoom. I'm just going to put that out of the way. I'm going to probably put it over here. This way you can kind of see, nothing going on here. All right. So there we go. And then what's really cool is maybe, with this one, sometimes I'm not so fluid with my words, so I might screw up. And so some of the things that I do is I'll come under here and I'll just pause the recording, pause. I'll actually pause my voice. Okay, and I'm going to resume. And then what I do is I just go back to where I think I screwed up, and then I resume. Okay, what I was going to show you was about this video and this thing here, and that's how we do here. Okay, all right, great. And so, boom, we'll stop the recording. All right, so now let's go hop in here, and I'll show you around. Okay, so let me just move my little window here. I like to look and see things. So here it is. So now, if you see down here, we have a the rectangles on top of rectangles, right? So here's a rectangle here, right? There's a rectangle, and then here's another rectangle, right? And so, you know, what you're seeing here is, okay, let's see if I can play this. You should be able to hear it. I think I have the Yeti on. So press play. Okay, hey everybody, so this is a website. So if you can see over here, and then like you just move in blocks, right? So this is how you do this. This is how you highlight. This is all this different stuff. See it? You know, so you can literally move around. So this was recording the camera, and you know, this is recording, you know, the voice, stuff like that. Okay, so we'll go over here. Let's just move this thing out of the way. You can see that this was recording my out, right? So this is like where would be my video, right? So there's my video. So now, like if you wanted to watch, let me just move this back here so you can see. It's just going to be difficult because you might get confused by this. Remember, I'm on Zoom right now, so don't get confused. But literally like this guy right here, remember, I recorded the video. I can move it. I can make it like that. And so, you know, maybe I want to start off this way with this little video. Again, it's just moving blocks, okay? But maybe I don't want this. Now see this whole length right here, this whole length? Maybe I want to start really big at first, right? I want to start really big at first, and I want it to be really big. And so I just, you know, okay, go like this. And then maybe I get to right here. I decide that I want it to be smaller. You just cut things like that. You just cut it. See it? So you just cut it. And again, this is every editor out there. All the ones I've used, from the professional ones to these ones, whatever, this is, you know, good enough. And then you move on. And then now if it's actually two different rectangles, see, so I can actually move me right here, but it looks like it's, you know, you look like it's cut in half, but it won't. Like it's, if you see it, you can't tell that it's been cut. So you can't tell. But this one right here, I can now make smaller, right? So I can make it smaller. And so, and again, if I wanted to, I could even put it in different places, just like that, if I wanted to, if I was showing something. And so now watch, as I scroll, ready? It's boom, there's the big Aaron. See, big Aaron, there's the Aaron, okay? So that's like your first basic skill that you just learn, is about like cutting, right? So you cut there. Down here, when you have like the sound, this is how I can like literally splice things and you won't even know that it's new, right? So you can actually like scroll over here and see how there's like no sound. So let's just see, this is like where things here. Boom. And so you would know that like you could splice right there. You could splice if you wanted to and cut things out, right? So you could cut it right there, but that's how that works. Okay. All right. So the next little basic skill that you want to learn is just transitions. That's it. It's just transitions. So like when it goes from here to here, that's kind of like, it just jumps. So you can literally just click on these. Everybody has transitions. They all have that. You literally just, you know, like you can just grab this and put it down like that. See it? And so watch, it does it for you. So you come over here, all this different stuff. And see it? See that? See how it flipped over here? Right. And so that makes it like a really cool, it's super easy. And, you know, if you don't like that one, then, you know, you pick other ones, right? So insert, I don't know, you just drop it, right? So there it is. And this is called a transition. Highlight. This is all this different stuff. Boom. See it? You know, so those are just transitions. Okay. So you get how that all works. Okay. So that's kind of the basics that you need to know. And then what you'll need to know about other things is like, so for example, you can put objects on top of it, right? So one of the most main objects that you probably have is your text. Now see how I made another block? See how I made another block? So let me go over here and just change the color so that you can see it stand out. Okay, that's all. There's that. And then the text color, let me just make it white real quickly to stand out for you. Okay. And so you come inside of here and it's real easy to be like, warning, I don't know, like whatever you're going to put in here, right? So you can kind of put the stuff in here. You can edit it right on the canvas. And then what happens is now this is where you can place the block. See, if I put it in here, this is where the timer is, it'll appear. So if I want it to appear right before it breaks, you just line it up. It's just like this. It's super easy. And so come over here and, you know, there it is. It appears. If, you know, you want it to be like really cool to make it appear, again, you can go put these like transitions on it, or you'd probably put a behavior, right? So how about this one? Like, let's try drifting, right? So I just put it in there and then I'm just going to slide the timeline here. Look, see it? And then, ooh, see it? See how it does that? And again, if you don't want it there, if you wanted it somewhere else, you just put it somewhere else, right? So if you wanted it right here, you just put it right there. And if you don't want it to last that long, you just adjust the timeline because it's like a timeline. Okay. And then you say, boop, okay. And, you know, that thing coming in and out like that, that's just controlled by the properties. Like it's all right here. So that's all you do right there. So you see in, what do you want to do in, what do you want to do during, what do you want to do out? And again, you don't really need to get involved in this stuff. Like, it's not like you're producing masterpieces, right? You just like kind of throw it on the internet, or you just need some basic stuff. And this is all it is. It's super simple. So, okay, so that's that. The other part that I want to talk to you about, let's get into a little bit more of advanced editing, right? Advanced editing. And so if you saw my video yesterday, right, I made this freaking cool thing. There's a cold email. Oh yeah, by the way, I have this cold email masterclass. I will be putting that out for people if you want to see it. I will show you how I sent 15,000 emails every day and made a bunch of money. All right. But anyways, if you remember this thing from yesterday, let me just go and show you real quickly. I just want to kind of like make the timeline a little smaller, and I'll just kind of like make this a little bigger so you can see. What I did is I just took a video right here. I took a video that I downloaded from, you know, let's just say YouTube, right? So you can just grab a video, and let me just check over here real quick, check on everybody. I grabbed a video and I just put it into my canvas, right? So for example, if I go into a library, you can insert anything that you want. So let's just say that I want to import media into library, right? So if you have like another video from somewhere, wherever it is, if you have templates, I should say not necessarily templates, but if you have stock videos, anything like that, let me just go see if I have any. I don't think it's called stock. I don't think it's called stock. I wouldn't save anything as stock video. That's kind of like a weird name. Adobe stock video. Okay, yes, I guess I have something. So imported into default. Now I'll show you what this stuff is later. Once it's probably going to take forever. Oh no, cool. Okay, so there you go. So look, so I just dragged it. See, you can just drag it in here, and it'll put it in at that, or you can put it in wherever you want, right? So there's that like a stock video that you put in here, right? So look, you're just putting it in just like that. And so this is like where we'd be teaching people, you know, just like that. And if you wanted to like slice and dice this thing, you could slice and dice it. You can move it over. You know, you add all the transitions to it. It's pretty simple. This is the basics of video editing. Okay. So yesterday I did something pretty cool. You know, I just did it upon it for myself. If watch this, you'll see how this like it's stacked. Now watch. Let's show you what it looks like first, and then you'll understand like how like just little simple techniques you'll be able to edit anything. Okay, so right here I wanted the blessed, which is kind of my hashtag. You look over my shoulder. There you go. And I wanted it to come in like letter by letter. Ready? So it went like, see the B, then the L, then the E, the S, the D, A. And all you do, you just stagger the time, right? The stagger the time. And you know, how did I do that? You just zoom in, right? Just zoom in a little bit and just stagger the time, right? So you come over here and then we'll just play, watch. See it? And then what's going on is it's covering up. If you notice that it's covering up this video because of it's a hierarchy, right? Whatever's on top covers up. So let's just use this one because I don't want to mess up that other thing. Whatever's on top will cover. So if I put this here, it goes on top, right? If I drop in my stock, this video will be on top, right? See this video, it's on top. But if I moved it to the bottom, it would not be there. It's hidden behind it. You see it? So they're just layers. Okay, so that's video editing 101. And then like over here, you know, what I did is I wanted this music that's on here. I don't know if you can hear it, but I wanted this music. And I wanted to keep the music going. And so what I did is I stripped the sound from the video. I went like this. I went, again, I don't want to mess up this one because I'm using it, but what I did is I basically separated the audio from the video. See it? So see, this is the audio. That's the video. And I didn't want the video. See it? I didn't want that. So see, boom, delete. See how I'm deleting again. I know this is throwing you off, but remember that's because I'm recording this whole thing on Zoom. It wouldn't be there, right? It wouldn't be there. There's my camera, right? So there's, or if I want my camera to video shot to be, that's a little weird. Right? Let's get me, there we go. That's better. All right. you could put it up like this. See it? You just put it up in the hierarchy. So again, you're just stacking on top of another, the layers. All right. So hopefully that all makes sense. And then the last little trick that I'll show you, a lot of people like, again, you don't have to get this detail with stuff, but like usually towards like the end, right? So let's just say, let me put this back. There we go. Let's just say like towards the end, I wanted to like make something cool. So you can put an image, like you can just drag images and boom. So you guys probably know Director Gold Rush. There's a cool image. This will show how long the image is going to go for, like right there. That's the timestamp. And then if I want to so watch like this, we'll stop the and then see it just transition to it. But you probably want to make it look cool, right? So we probably want it to like fly in, right? So we'll fly it in. So there we go. Ready? So boom, we'll stop the boom, like that. So you fly in. And that's what I was telling you too about like the sounds, because then, like libraries, I have different libraries set up. So for me, this is one for a client. This is obviously my assets for my mastermind. This is my assets for Webinly. This is my assets for, the Aaron James stuff. So I pulled in the letters, stuff like that. But what you can do is you can pull in other videos, right? You can pull in videos and sound. So like this, I have a whole bunch of pre-built assets. That's why I told you at the beginning of the video. When I go to buy ScreenFlow, I'm probably going to buy the assets, but I can just take in the sound. And, sound can be on top. It doesn't matter, but we'll go like this. Ready? We'll stop the. So, and then what's cool, like with the sound is maybe you don't like the beginning of the sound. I don't know if you can hear the sound. Kind of like working up. Right there, sound of. All right, so there's like a beat kicks in right there. Do you see it? Hear the beat? So boom, there's a beat. So one of the things you could do is you could come over here, kind of go like this. And then what I like to do is I'll drop it down below it and then I'll start it early. And again, this is a little bit more advanced techniques, but you figure it out. But look how fast you can do it. And you come in here and you just take like fade in, right? So you just fade it in, you kind of fade it in so that when the logo hits, you kind of hear the music leading up to it. Ready? So here we go. Let's try it. Here, and that's how we do here. Okay. All right, great. And so boom, we'll stop it. See, boom. And then if you want, you can, come in here and just cut it out like real quick. So let's just do that. Let me just see. I'm just going to stretch this like that. And then you just cut it out. Audio effects fade out, right? So that's simple editing. And so boom, we'll stop it. If I wanted to make this thing even more fun, I could come into here and I could, slice it like that. And then I could add a different effect to this one, right? So let me just take this effect off and we'll remove that effect. And if I wanted to make it like something different, you just put in something different. Like, I don't know, let's see, pulsating, go like that. Then you could chop it up again. It's just a single image, right? It's just a single image. Chop it up again. Let me just get rid of that, remove that effect. And we'll add one more. How about sliding? There you go. So watch. Well, let's see what happens now. Boom, we'll stop it. And there it is. You're a professional editor. So, all right. So let me just kind of end with some really, really cool stuff for you guys. Because I think that this is, one of the cooler things. So, that's Camtasia. It gets you going really quick. And, definitely that's where I would start if I was you. This is like the super simple way to get going with video. However, if you want to get into a little bit more advanced, I would go into Final Cut Pro. If you don't have a Mac, well, you're up Schitt's Creek, right? As you get into this, Premiere Pro and After Effects, again, this is literally like super, super, you've got to like really be into it, but you can do the most. Okay. And so there are places where you can go, like, one place that I go to is Video Hive. So you can come to Video Hive, and under Video Hive, you see right here, you can get After Effects templates, Premiere Pro templates, which we already just talked about, right? So After Effects, let's just go click on here. Maybe I wanted a real quick video. Maybe I want to do like an event, right? So you can literally just come in here and buy these like this. Look at this, $29, and you just grab it. And like all you do is you go into it and you change out the image and the text, all right? The image and the text. And so this is how you can really kick out some high profile, videos, right? So this, what you're looking for, and this is what I do, okay, is I just look like, is it good enough for me just to like swap my images out and swap my text out? Because like, I don't want to spend a lot of time trying to do like lining up the timing of the video, all that different stuff. And let me just kind of show you real quickly, because I think that this will help you out to like visualize things. Like under here, like with my video, I have a bunch of videos. Like, here we go. There's a good one for you. So say, for example, this one, right? So here's a video one. And take a look at this. And all I did is I just swapped out the words, which is super easy. Because when you see these files are huge. Remember, I told you about like these, where are we? Hold on a second. This stuff, like this is where it gets to be a problem, right? See all these like see all this stuff right here? All of these stacks on top of one another? These files get massive. And then there's files inside of files, and it's just crazy. So, just you want to look for stuff like that. So see, boom. Again, I just swapped out the words, words, and then you'll see images right there. Swapped out the image. That's just a stock video. I just swapped out their stock video for my stock video. Right there. Swapped out my stock video for their stock video. Again, words, swapped it out. Words, video, stock video. That's it. Easy, done. Boom. And now you get yourself a really good promo video, And then I just put my logo at the end, right? And that's all I'm literally doing. Let's check out this one. Ready? Watch this. Same thing. Ready? So I didn't even swap out the video on this one. Didn't. I just put in the words. Here, it comes with the sound transitions and everything. So just the words right there. Boom. That's it. And so you literally can come in here and, like for me, I've kicked out tons of these videos, a whole bunch. I mean, these are, some of the little easier ones, like maybe you want to show your work. Like I didn't make any of that stuff. All I did is I just swapped out the image. All the movements and all that different stuff is already done for you. So, all right. So that's enough so you can understand that this is how you do it. You come in here and you grab this stuff, right? There's stuff like that. And, you can grab all this sort of stuff. There's Premiere Pro. You can go in here, get that stuff. There's also one of the things that I have is I do have a subscription. If you don't want to keep buying like one by one, you can come under here and get this, which is called Elements. And so under Elements, it's a one year price. And I don't actually even think it's that much. Let me just go see real quickly, see if it'll tell me real quickly. 200 bucks. Yeah, you really can't beat this. And so for now, I'm able to actually get all of like stock video, sound templates. I get sound stuff in here, graphics, presentation templates. Here's my video templates. If you can see in video templates, After Effects, Premiere Pro, Motion, all this stuff, even this stuff here, let's just say video templates. Maybe I wanted to do like a YouTube subscribe, right? Subscribe. And so YouTube subscribe. And so you can see over here, they already have like this stuff that you can just download, right? You can just download this stuff. Like here's some buttons, right? YouTube subscribe buttons. Let's just go take a look at these ones. So let's just see what they got here. YouTube subscribe. There it is. See that little thing right there? Like that. You just watch this. I'll show you. Just grab this stuff. I'll just do this real quickly. I'll just show you so you can actually see it. I'm just going to put it under delete. There's delete, show finder. Let me just open this up. Okay. So these things are, all inside of here. So this one happens to be under After Effects. So if you're not going to be doing After Effects, then you just want to grab the original file. So that one I can't show you because we don't use After Effects. You want to come under here and let's see the video templates, and you'll want to just use this stuff like over here. So if you click on all this different stuff, so here's titles, stuff like that. and this will give you a video file. All right. So just for sake of length of the video, so I don't carry on, is it just gives you a video file, and you take your video file, like I was showing you over here, right? So if we had a video file and you just import it, right? So let me just go show you, I think under AJ. So I have like a video right here, and I just import it, right? So you just import it. That one's a little bit, that's my explode. But the background would be transparent. Okay, the background would be transparent, and you can add that stuff to this. So, all right, that's just kind of in a nutshell, a little bit about video editing. If you have questions, I've been doing it now for probably over, where are we, 2005, so 8 years. And I've definitely figured out ways to do it much faster, than trying to like build everything from scratch. So if you got questions, drop them down below. Be happy to hear from you. Thanks.